So today it's a little later than usual, and well, as usual, I've only done this twice so far, but I've gotten to the point where I am emotionally a little more stable than I was last night. And so I have some good news on the emotional front of this video. So let's start off. Again, breaking this video into 3 points: emotional, where I am with my goals, and any advice or sort of things that I learned recently. So yeah, let's get started. One, on Thursday, don't mind me just pacing around here, just thinking. On Thursday, I was a little bit upset because my relationship with basically the cat's out of the bag with my girlfriend is kind of a little fucked up since last Friday. And I had been trying to see what I can do to recover it. And it's the end of, did I say Thursday? That was yesterday, which is Wednesday. So by the end of today, which is Thursday, today, excuse my ignorance, I ended up repairing it. And how I repaired it was I took and this is very strange, I watched a video 3 times, the same video 3 times before I was on my way to see her. And I've been watching videos all week about this, but I refreshed my memory and jogged my memory explicitly for this one. I had watched the same video about socializing. I can try to link it in the description, but it was a video that basically gave you the key tools to being a good socializer. And I think it's a terrible take, but I'm gonna say fuck it because whatever. And it really helped me. I will put at the end of this video what sort of things that I learned from it that I think would be notable. But as of right now, I'm feeling a little more confident about this relationship, and I'm thinking that I'm not completely in the fucking ground with this. Now, I also called my friend earlier today, and since I'm looking for a job right now, for a full-time job, he is an electrical supplier. So he's not an electrician, don't get the two confused because they're not all the same. He's an electrical supplier. Basically, he works for a company that just brings supplies to teams of electricians or electricians. And while you're working in that sort of line of work, you learn a lot about the materials and tools that are used. And so I talked with him about that actually on the phone today, and he recommended me to try to apply to that. So I'm going to try to apply to that, and I will keep this updated in my journal, what happens with that. But yeah, there I am emotionally, sort of feeling a little bit hopeful, as people would say. Now time for my goals. So where I am with my goals right now. Where I am with my goals right now is, as I previously mentioned, trying to get a better job. I have a job lined up right now, which is going to not be started until 2 weeks from now. It's March 12th today, and I get the job training on March 29th. So it's not started for a decent chunk of time, and it's only a minimum wage job, very minimal hours, between 8 to 20 hours. So I'm hoping that in the meantime, I can take my time looking for the electrical supplier job, seeing if they'll hire me. 2, just any sort of job that I can find, just handing out resumes on the street, going online, doing what I have to do to try to get a full-time job in the meantime before these 2 weeks are up and I just start working part-time. And even once I get my part-time job, I hate to be a snake about it, I promise them that I'll be working there for a year, but I am more likely than not going to switch up on them quicker than a person switches up on their day ones once they start making money. I know it's a kind of funny analogy, but whatever. But yeah, that's where I am with my goals right now. I have really, my main goal is trying to get a better job. As for my fitness and my confidence, my relationship has gotten sort of a little bit better since I hung out with her today, and proved, honestly, I was hoping that I would, that I actually have been working on it this week. And even in just 1 week, I've noticed substantial changes. It's evidence that I'm making steps, right? And I felt so terrible that I was pushing it back, because this is the main reason why we're even having these sort of issues in the first place. So I have fitness now. So my fitness is, yesterday I was doing my planks. I did I think a couple planks because I missed the day before, right? And then I was halfway through my arm exercises, And I mean, like, I'm talking, I was 3 sets in, basically had done like my first like set of like one exercise group and was ready to move on to the next one. And then I started talking to my girlfriend about how we're going to hang out today and stuff like that, which I kind of shouldn't have. I should have just left it very minimal. All things considered, where our relationship is, I should be being very platonic, but I was asking, like, you know, do you see an old way where we could be getting back together? And I was mistaken on that. And that kind of showed yesterday. So I kind of like just, you know, I left it. I was like, okay, I respect your thoughts right now. I'm gonna leave you there with that. And I was just slumped off. I was depressed for the rest of the evening. And I know it's no good excuse. In fact, for some it would be more of a motivation. But it was already like 11 o'clock at night. I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna go to bed. So what I did was I did like a couple planks, did literally like one group of exercise, did 3 sets of it, and then I kind of failed myself again. So tomorrow I am on chest and planks, and I'm promising myself that I'm going to do them in the morning instead of in the evening this time, so that I don't forget, because this would be the 3rd day in a row where I had messed up and hadn't done my exercises. By the way, the reason why I hadn't exercised today was usually my break day is going to be Friday and Saturday, right? But I decided to switch tomorrow to be the break day just for this 1 week only, because I'm hanging out with my girlfriend on Thursday, and usually when I hang out with my girlfriend I'm out all day, so I am going to be doing my exercises tomorrow. Basically that's all. So what did I learn? What did I learn today? Today I learned that you can like remove your social like fear filter, like what you're afraid to say is stopping you from being your full like confident self. And you can remove that by just like giving yourself 3 seconds to like think about what you have to say and then cutting it off. Because if you give yourself too much time to think about what you have to say, you're gonna fuck yourself over. You're gonna be like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work, I don't know if that's gonna work. And this actually connects to the video that I watched. You're probably gonna see in the video, but I learned from that video, that's like one of the things that I learned. I learned plenty of things, but I think that's the one I'm gonna use today, because that and actually having genuine interest. If you're gonna try to socialize with somebody, having genuine interest in like them and like what they have going on, and not just trying to like use like some fake interest as like a tool. This is all, by the way, in the video, but anyways, having like a genuine interest in what people are saying is going to take you a long way. Like, you could probably get whatever job, whatever sort of like friend you want if you just talk in a way as if you're interested in what they're having going on, and less about how you think they're going to think about you. I think that's my advice for today, because I don't want to do too much. I have some more, but I think I'm going to try to save the rest of it for maybe tomorrow, in case I don't have anything tomorrow. Like, you know, just make backup plans. Anyways, that's today.